Hello there and welcome to another episode of Morano Tips here on Football Test. In this week's episode, we are going to preview Game Week 12 of the English Premier League. But before we get into the Game Week 12 of the English Premier League, let's look at how things went in Game Week 11. In Game Week 11, Man United against West Ham. Man United won the game by 3-1 and our tip was both teams to score. Chelsea against Leeds United. Chelsea also won that match by 3-1 and our tip was Chelsea win and over 1.5. In that match, actually, we also predicted Chelsea were going to win the match by 3-1. So that was a nice tip and it's really worked out. Leicester against Sheffield United. We predicted Leicester were going to win and Leicester actually won by 2-1. Spurs against Arsenal. We predicted an Spurs win and Spurs won the game by 2-0. In this match also, we predicted Spurs were going to win by 2-0. So that was a correct scoreline. With Liverpool against Wolves, Liverpool won the game by 4-0 and our tip was Liverpool win. Brighton against Southampton also produced a nice encounter and Southampton won the game by 2-1 and our tip was both teams to score. So we had 6 out of 9 correct tips from Game Week 11. Some of the few things that didn't go our way was Burnley against Everton. We went for Everton to win and Everton nearly won. They made the last minute chance and couldn't win. City against Fulham. We went for a City win and City couldn't win. We went for a City win and over 2.5 but they couldn't work that out. But in all, it was a really good week and we had a lot of predictions correct and a lot of tips correct. So without wasting much time, let's get into this game week.
Well, for the first match, we are going to talk about Leeds United versus West Ham. For both teams, their previous match weren't that good. They both lost 3-1 to Chelsea and Manchester United.
Yeah, but with Leeds, when they lost against Chelsea by 3-1, they played really well. So did West Ham when they also lost 3-1. Leeds were very organized in the first half, though they gave a lot of crosses, a lot of chances away when Chelsea had crosses into the box, and Giroud really worried them. Bamford had a couple of chances he should have scored, but he scored only one. And Rafinha looked very good in that match also, although Leeds ended up losing the match. With West Ham, they were also performing at high speed against Manchester United. I think they should have been 4 goals up in the first half because they actually dominated the match in the first half. Man United decided to rest Bruno Fernandes and all that, but West Ham dominated the match in the first half and they should have scored at least 4.
Well, with all things considered, I think this match is going to be a tight one. I think it's going to be a draw.
Yeah, with the way West Ham are playing, West Ham are a team that usually likes to put crosses into the box. And when we saw Leeds against Chelsea, they couldn't deal with those kinds of balls. Those crosses into the box from West Ham will really affect Leeds. Also, with West Ham against United, they couldn't deal with the pace of Rashford when Rashford came on. Rashford was just running in behind. And the way Leeds are set up with the way they are always running after the ball and making runs, they will also affect West Ham with their speed. So I think they are going to cancel each other out in this match, but it's going to be an entertaining draw. So for this match, my score prediction is going to be a 2-all draw. So my tip for this match is both teams to score.
Well, moving on to the next match, which is Wolves versus Aston Villa. Wolves disappointed me in their previous match against Liverpool. I thought they were going to score Liverpool. Like seriously, I thought they were going to break that unbeaten streak, but Wolves disappointed me by conceding 4 goals.
I actually told you Wolves were not going to win that match. I told you Liverpool were going to win, so I'm not surprised though. But Wolves in the first half in that match were good for some time. They looked threatened. With Aston Villa, they actually didn't play their match last week because of the COVID situation at Newcastle. So we don't know how they would have played. But because of their recent form and how good they were against the big team, Aston Villa are going to be threatening. Jack Grealish looks like he's a wonderful player. He has fantastic footwork and he's now adding goals to his game. He scored a wonderful goal against West Ham. My score prediction for this match is Wolves to win by 2-1. And my betting tip for this match is both teams to score.
The next match we are going to talk about is Newcastle versus West Brom, which is our third match, right?
Yeah, that's the second.
Yeah, and for Newcastle, they didn't play last week, so we actually don't know their situation right now. But for West Brom, they lost to Crystal Palace by 5-1, which was really disappointing. But I think it's because of their red card that ended the match that way.
Yeah, before the red card, West Brom were actually playing well. When Crystal Palace took the lead, they didn't control the game. West Ham came back and Gallagher was very good for them. They looked threatening going forward. Then Matheus Pereira went to concede a silly red card, which I think is avoidable. That's when the match was up against them.
Well, I don't think there's going to be a lot of goals in this match, but let's hear from our guy.
So I think Newcastle are just, because it's their first match since the COVID-19 issue and stuff like that, and West Brom are also not scoring a lot to themselves. So this match, I don't see it being a high scoring match. My score prediction for this match is going to be a 1-1 draw, and my tip for this match is under 3.5 goals.
The next match we're going to talk about is the Manchester Derby, and to be held at the Old Trafford Stadium, which they call Theatre of Dreams, but more like Theatre of Nightmares.
This match is going to be the biggest match for me this weekend. Man United in their previous game against West Ham did not start the game really well at all. They decided to rest Bruno Fernandes and Rashford, and they didn't play anything without those two being on the pitch. They gave West Ham a head start, and they came back strong in the second half, just like they did when they faced Southampton. But I don't think they can give City a head start and come back and play better.
No way.
City are also in good form. They've finally found their feet. They won 5-0 against Burnley, and in their previous match against Fulham, they won the game by 2-0. Actually, that game could have ended with a wild scoreline if Raheem Sterling was wearing his shooting boots. Kevin De Bruyne has also come to the fore. The guy is playing really well. He's creating chances, just that his teammates are not putting the ball in the back of the net. Whoever gets a result in this match should be considered title contenders this season. My score prediction for this match is going to be a 2-2 draw. It's going to be entertaining. United are maybe going to sit back a little bit, but I see it being a 2-2 draw. And my betting tip for that match is both teams to score.
Moving on to the next match, Chelsea will be visiting Everton at Goodison Park. Well, I think Chelsea are looking like the favourites now because Everton have not been in good form lately.
Against Burnley, even though they controlled most of the ball for most part of the match, I think Burnley had the better opportunities and Burnley could have easily won that match. But Chelsea are in fantastic form. They played really well against Leeds United. In the first half, it was a cagey match. Chelsea had a lot of chances.
Reports coming in is that Hakim Ziyech is hurt. Is that true?
Yeah, he actually got injured against Leeds and went off the field. But whether Ziyech plays or not, Chelsea's squad depth is really amazing. They have so many options for so many positions, so it wouldn't worry them. I see Chelsea dominating this match, and I see Chelsea winning comfortably. My score prediction for this match is going to be Chelsea to win by 3-1. And my tip for this match is Chelsea win and over 1.5 goals.
Southampton, Sheffield United is the next match we're going to talk about. And Southampton won their last match against Brighton.
Yes, Southampton are looking good. James Ward-Prowse keeps on delivering fantastic crosses, and when he delivers, the defenders usually score. Danny Ings is also back from injury, so that's very good. That's a good news for them. So right now they have Danny Ings back, and they have James Ward-Prowse in fantastic form.
And I think their opponents are not that good this season. Sheffield United are not playing really well this season. They are at the bottom of the table, right?
Yeah, Sheffield haven't played well this season, but against Leicester City, for the first 30 minutes, well, Leicester actually dominated that match. For the first 30 minutes, Leicester was on top. But after Leicester scored their goal, and Sheffield found a way to equalize immediately, Sheffield were putting a lot of pressure on Leicester, and they looked a bit better than the Sheffield United we've seen this season. But even though I'm saying they've looked good, I still see Southampton winning this match because of Danny Ings' arrival and James Ward-Prowse being in good form. So my score prediction for this match is Southampton to win by 2-0, and my tip is Southampton win and under 4.5.
Crystal Palace versus Tottenham is the next match to discuss, and despite Crystal Palace 5-1 win in their previous match, I don't think they are going to dominate in this match. Tottenham to me still look like the favourites.
Yeah, Crystal Palace in their previous match, even though they won by 5-1, for me, after they scored the first goal, they didn't actually play anything. West Brom came back, and West Brom were looking like the stronger side until Pereira got the red card, and with 45 minutes left to play, 11 against 10, Crystal Palace were always going to win that match and they were always going to find space to score. With Spurs, this is going to be a different match from the one we've been seeing them play. They've played Chelsea, City and Arsenal, and with all those 3 matches they had the opportunity to sit back and play on the counter. But in this match I don't see them sitting back because Crystal Palace are going to do the sitting. I don't see Crystal Palace coming at Tottenham, but I see them defending. So Tottenham will have to attack in this match and they will have to find ways to penetrate that defense. So Tottenham are going to win this match to me, and they are going to win by 2-0. And my tip for this match is Tottenham win and under 4.5.
The next match on the list is Fulham versus Liverpool. Liverpool clearly are the favorites in this match. I don't think Fulham have any chance of winning this match, but it's football, anything can happen. But Charlie,
yeah, we all thought Liverpool having their defensive issues and their injury issues, yeah, they were going to be slowed down, but Liverpool have not been slowed down by all this injury. They still played the same brand of football and they are still winning their matches. With Fulham themselves, when they played against Man City, they had a game plan of trying to sit back and hitting on the counter, and that game plan backfired when City scored early. They couldn't give any real response and City dominated the match throughout. I see Liverpool also doing the same thing to them, and I see this match being a Liverpool win. So my score prediction for this match is Liverpool to win this match by 3-0, and my tip for this match is anytime goal scorer Mohamed Salah.
well, Leicester will be hosting Brighton in our next match, and Leicester actually had quite a difficult match in their previous match before Vardy scored a late winner for them, and Brighton also lost to Southampton in a close match.
Yeah, but with Leicester City, the first 30 minutes of their match against Sheffield United, they were really fantastic. They dominated the match. They created a lot of chances. Vardy hit the post. Ayoze Perez also made a couple of chances, but they were really good going forward. With Brighton, they were unfortunate to have lost against Southampton. They considered a late penalty, which for me was a little bit harsh and controversial. But all in all, I see this match being really entertaining. Brighton likes to go forward. Vardy will find space in that Brighton team and he's going to exploit. So I see Leicester City winning this game by 2-1. And my tip for this match is over 2.5 goals.
Next match, which is also our last match, is between Arsenal and Burnley. Arsenal has been in terrible form lately, very terrible, and Burnley is also not that good, but I think Arsenal are the favorites here despite their terrible form.
Well, Arsenal haven't been good going forward. They looked lost against Tottenham Hotspur. They were having most of the ball, but when they got into the final third, it looks like they didn't know what to do with the ball. With Aubameyang, I'm actually fed up of talking about the guy. The guy has deformed, but I see Burnley being a stepping stone for them. Burnley away from home are not that good, and I don't see Burnley disturbing Arsenal in this match. I think Burnley are not going to get anything from this match. Arsenal are going to win this match by 2-0. And my tip for this match is Arsenal win and under 4.5 goals.
Well, that's it for Game Week 12. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and let us know your thoughts in the comment section.